everyone, and welcome to this week's Dala Creative TV episode. This week, I am going to paint on this large box canvas from Dala. This is the 36 by 36 inch or 914 by 914 millimeters canvas. So I want to do an acrylic mixed media painting, and I want to do a face, and I want to paint Frida Kahlo. My own version, or my own version of Frida. So I am inspired by this beautiful throw and the colors that I bought last year. So this painting is going to go in my guest bedroom, and this is one of the throws on the bed. So I'm going to use this as inspiration for my color palette, and I normally show you the products that I'm going to use, but because this is very intuitive today, I am going to just go with it, and at the end I will supply you a product list. So the first thing that I'm going to do, you'll see that my canvas is a bit wet here because the stretch, it bubbled a bit here in one of the corners. All you do to take that out and to stretch it flat again is just to turn it around and pour some warm water in it, swivel it around, pour it out, and once it's dry, it's stretched tight again. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare my canvas with canvas primer. You can also use acrylic gesso, and that is just to prepare it for all the acrylic paints that I am going to apply to this canvas. I hope you enjoy this lesson. Let's get painting.
Okay, as I mentioned, this is a very intuitive process for me, and after I primed my canvas, I stumbled upon my stash of napkins and decided to use the throw, the blocks, patterned blocks on the throw as inspiration, and I am going to cover my whole canvas with beautiful pieces of napkin. Okay, here you can see that this throw is made from different fabric blocks, so I am going to use this as inspiration for my background. An important thing to remember is that most napkins or serviettes have a backing that you have to remove before you can collage it, and some of the better quality napkins have two pieces of backing that you have to remove. You also just paint a thin layer of the acrylic gel medium and allow it to dry before you paint over it to seal it. Okay, so I covered my whole background with blocks of the napkin. I allowed it to dry, and then I sealed it with a thin coat of acrylic gel medium. The reason why I do that is so that I am able to paint over it and use different techniques, and if I'm not satisfied with the result, then I can quickly wipe it off with a wet wipe. So here I am applying yellow paint with an old credit card, and I'm just going to follow my instinct and allow my intuition to take over and put some yellow paint on the or over the napkins. I mainly put the paint between the seams, and this is just to bring everything together and make it more cohesive. Okay, you will see that there is a step that I skipped because the power went off due to load shedding. I didn't realize it. And now I'm just stamping with bubble wrap, just stamping some red acrylic paint onto the background. Those of you who know me know that I can't do mixed media without alcohol inks, and I make my own inks by diluting Dala's acrylic ink with rubbing alcohol, and I use mostly I use a 50-50 ratio. Okay, so I'm going to use some of the Dala's gold leaf on my background. I'm now just going to apply some gold leaf over the glue. Make sure that your hands is clean, because the tiniest bit of glue or stickiness on your finger and your gold leaf will stick to your finger. So I'm just feeling with my hands where I have applied the glue, and I'm just going to cover it with the gold leaf. Okay, so with a really soft brush, I'm just going to brush over it to brush off the excess gold leaf, so that only the pieces that stuck to the glue remains on my canvas. Okay, so I think this is it. I'm happy with it. I actually love it very much. My annoyed face is just because of the load shedding. I apologize for that. I'm also very serious in thinking of what I'm going to paint over it and how I'm going to portray my Frida. Okay, so I have inserted the supply list at the end. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson, and I can't wait to paint with you next week. Bye for now.